A shepherd remembers. I'm an old man now, and my wife says I've got forgetful. I pretend it's a load of nonsense, but I guess she's right, really. I do forget things, but one thing I'll never ever forget was that night. Now, I've been shepherding for years. It's a hard job, especially in winter, and sometimes you're on your own up on them hills with just the sheep for company, and you've got to have your wits about you. Be ready to defend them against hungry wolves and mountain lions. If I lost any sheep to wild animals, I had to take the remains to show the owners, or else the cost of that sheep was docked from my wages, and it's not like us shepherds get paid much in the first place. Sometimes I felt like I spent half my life counting them, just to make sure they was all still there. They can be stupid creatures at times. You get the odd one wandering off and getting lost, and then I have to decide whether to leave the rest to go looking for that one or just give up on it. No, it's not an easy way of life. I'm not sorry that I'm too old to do it anymore, and I get to sit by a fire and warm my aching bones. I think I've earned that rest, to be honest. I wasn't always on my own, though. There were plenty of times when me and the other shepherds got out our flocks together and we shared the work. They was good times. At night we'd sit around the fire telling each other stories, boasting about who'd fought off the biggest lion or who'd scrambled down the sheerest cliff to rescue a stupid lamb. It was on a night like that, actually, when it happened. We were just arguing over who was going to take first watch of the night, whilst the others got some kip, when this light appeared. At first I thought we'd talked the night through and it was done, but it just grew brighter and brighter. And then a voice spoke to us out of the light. It was like nothing I'd ever experienced before. I didn't so much hear the words as feel them in my soul. I don't mind telling you, I was absolutely scared out of my wits. And when I looked round at my mates, because I wondered if it was just me and I was going mad, I could see that they'd heard the voice too, and was as afeard of it as I was. Funny really, because first thing that the voice said was, "Don't be afraid." Like it knew. Then it told us that something amazing had happened, that a baby had been born just down the hill from us. Yeah, and that baby, he was the Messiah, the one us Jews had been waiting for since, well, forever. We was to go down the hill to Bethlehem and see it for ourselves. Then that light, it grew brighter, till the whole sky, and I mean the whole sky, was lit up. We couldn't look at it, it was so bright. And then all we could hear was the sound of singing. It was like nothing you'd ever heard. It was beautiful. Every hair on my neck stood up, and I just felt like crying with happiness. Me, I'm tough, I don't cry, but I'm not ashamed to say I wept as I heard those angels. Yeah, angels they were, and you don't have to believe me. In fact, I don't care, because I know what I saw. I know what we saw and heard that night. Did we go and visit that baby? Well, what do you think? Of course we did. We even left sheep and we went running down the hill like we were young lads to go and see him. And when we found him and his mum and his dad in a stable, would you believe it? Well, there was something so special that we just knelt down and worshipped him. There was nothing else me or my mates, or you if you'd been there, could have done. There's some things you can never forget in life, and I remember that night to my dying day.